I swear Sydney drivers are out to kill us. Yeah. But as soon as you get into Centennial Park, it's like, oh. That was not a good idea. Another day, another ride. I'll give you an update on how my knee's feeling afterwards. Well, that wasn't too bad actually, but I did go at a much easier pace than usual. My knee is like, I can feel it, but it's not painful, if that makes sense. So it's still not ideal. I'm gonna go back to my bike fit and hopefully can change my cleat position because I'm pretty sure that's definitely what it is. Fruit squeezy here, different flavor today. Apricot, apple, banana, and mango. Oh yeah. How you going, baby?
Good. My
screen is fucked. So, fresh out of the shower, and first thing I have to do is roll. Even though I'm hungry right now and I do want to eat breakfast, it's really important that I do this straight away as soon as possible after my ride, especially because I have knee problems right now. So I'm just gonna roll me boat for about 10 minutes. I usually do my butt and the side of my hip, like right in there, and the front right on top of my hip, and then all the way up the quad. Then also the IBT on the side there. Whew. Finish my watermelon there. Definitely full. But guys, I am pissed off. So angry. Okay, so what's happening right now is that you guys know that I film most of my little vlogs right now on my SONY Rx100. I take all my photos with my Olympus, my OM-D EM5 Mark II. I know it's a really annoying name. Anyway, so this is the camera that I take majority of my photos with, and I love it for taking photos. It's amazing. It's a very compact camera. Most of the weight is in the actual lens, and it's an amazing lens. But when I bought this camera, I told the camera people specifically that I need a camera for taking amazing photos of food and stuff like that, but I also need it to be able to do videoing, particularly moving quite fast, you know, panning shots and vlogging. I don't think they knew what vlogging was, but I did tell them this, and they were like, oh, Olympus is up to their game with videoing. It's the best camera for videoing. It's absolutely perfect. I read all the reviews, I researched everything, I watched all the YouTube videos, and this came out on top. So I got it, right? Me and Tim got it. Anyway, a few months later, we're doing some videoing with it because we didn't video with it a lot because we used this one. And we're doing videoing with it, and we noticed that when we're panning and doing shots, it does this jelly-like effect where it's almost like warping the image and it's lagging when we move it quickly. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Anyway, researched it, couldn't find anything on it. Thought, okay, it must be the lens. We went out and we got a new lens. Got a wide-angle lens, similar quality, very expensive, great lens. We wanted this for taking photos, but we also thought it would be really good to record with as well, right? Now there's a lot more detail that I'm missing out here because I want to tell you the quick story, but long story short, we bought another lens. Took it home. You can't see this happening on the screen. You have to actually put it onto the laptop before you can see the warping happening. A few months later again, we realized it's still fucking doing this. Camera is still doing it. We're like, it must be something that we're doing. So we went through, we tried and changed the settings, we took the stabilization off, put it back on, took it back off, put it back on, play around with it for a long time. Still couldn't fix the problem. I took it into the store and I said, hey, this warping thing's happening. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of that before. I'm like, okay. It still must be us. It must be us fucking around. The guy at the camera shop had no idea what we're talking about. Came home, watched more tutorials. Still had no idea what's happening with this camera. Thought it has to be the lenses. They're too high quality. They haven't got the right stabilization to be able to do this kind of vlogging that we want. Went into the camera shop, almost bought another $700 lens, which was much smaller than this. He said it would be perfect. I videoed it at the shop to double check. I brought it home. Put it on my laptop, and it's still happening. $3,000 on this fucking camera, and I can't record anything with it. Do you know how mad this makes me? It makes me mad because I'm like, why didn't I see this sooner? That it's obviously an issue with the camera. Finally, Tim found this review on YouTube that actually talked about it. For once, it wasn't a paid review, it was a proper review where he spoke about the good and the bad, and one of the bad things was that it gives a jelly effect when you are recording with it fast panning shots. And it's nothing, there's nothing you can do. This camera will never be able to be vlogged with. Olympus, fuck you, honestly. fuck you. And it's also just frustrating because the guys at the camera shop obviously had no idea what they were talking about. I'm gonna go back into the camera shop today. I'm gonna tell them everything I just told you. I'm gonna see what they say. It's really made me upset because I'm probably gonna have to buy, I'm gonna have to buy a whole new camera to be able to vlog. Because see, this camera is great, this Sony is great, but it's not doing what I need it to do. I want to be able to have a wider picture for you guys because this is a very narrow picture, and I want to be able to have a quick zoom on it and just little things. I want to be able to attach a microphone, and I can't do any of that on this vlogging camera. So this is great for taking it in my back pocket on rides and stuff, but I really wanted to be able to put a small lens on this so I could vlog with it. So if any of you guys know what to do in this situation, just help a girl out here. Anyway, we'll see what the camera shop says, won't we, Tim? We got this? I have a feeling they're not really gonna be able to do much because I bought the camera last year and they're probably like, well, you should have figured this out earlier, which is true. I shouldn't have trusted them and I should have brought it in straight away. I don't think I've ever been this mad. I'm just gonna like bite their fucking head off.
Take it easy.
I won't, I'll be nice, I promise. Tim found this coffee cup on the ground and he picked it up to take it to the bin, and we can't find the bin anywhere, so he's just been walking around holding this coffee cup. He's so cute sometimes.
Nearly sit. No, it's all good. Thank you. Do you have a rubber band?
Okay, so hours and hours later, we're out of the camera shop. We are more confused than ever, but we do know that we need to get a new camera for filming, so it's a little bit sad, a little bit frustrating.
I hate camera stores.
Yeah, me too.
Once we figure out this problem, we can give you good advice on what to do with a camera.
Exactly.
Something that a camera store will never tell you because they have no idea what they're talking about. Much like a bike store has no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Just expect you to pay a whole, they're like, oh yeah, we can just buy another one. It's like, bro, I don't want to be buying any more shit.
Yeah, we're not going to think about that now. We're going to relax. We're in one of our favourite spots in Sydney, and we're gonna go for a bit of a walk, aren't we? Get to one of our favourite spots in Sydney, you have to go past this nudist beach, and it's such a pretty beach. So pretty, as you can see, but it's just full of old men. Like where I stopped and looked last time we were here, I went out there and had a peek, and what I saw was not okay. Just like, not okay.
We sit for hours, no one says a thing. She wants to go out, but we never go out.
Today's video is edited and uploading. If you guys don't know, if you make YouTube videos and you don't use this, it's called Handbrake, and it like compresses your files and it doesn't like make them shit quality or anything, and it makes them like 100 million times quicker to upload. So if you don't use that hack, you definitely should. Anyway, on to dinner time, and we are making potatoes and our special salad. Are we?
Yeah.
What's our special salad gonna be?
I don't know.
Me either, let's find out. So me and Tim are having a debate because I want to steam the potatoes and he wants to bake the potatoes, because sometimes I just like a little steamed potato in my life, you know what I mean?
Who in their right mind would have steamed potatoes over baked potatoes?
Because sometimes baked potatoes can be really dry and I just want something a little bit more steamy. I'm gonna make the salad because I'm really good at salads. First ingredient's gonna be beetroot. This is beetroot blood, not fucking animal blood, so it's all good. I hate doing the little bit at the end, it's so risky. Hallelujah. Beetroot gains. Pop that in the bowl. Also gonna chuck a carrot in here. And of course we have to put corn in the salad because corn is my baby. pretty is that looking already, huh? I think I've told you guys this before, but I love to like break up my lettuce so that they're like in perfect bite sizes when I'm eating it. I hate having like massive lettuce leaves and like... So I'm gonna break these up. So I pretty much just butchered the lettuce leaves, but you know what? I'm sure this will taste better than it looks. Finishing touch, some guacamole. I have this sauce, it's kind of like salsa verde, and I put it into my guac and it tastes so good. It's jalapenos, vinegar, onion, garlic, salt, and spices. Second bowl, and I also have some corn tortillas to join me. Our room is so messy.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to wear today.
Everybody's like, I don't know what to wear today. She just keeps doing this and this until the bed is like a mountain of clothes, and then she walks out the house.
Doesn't every girl do this? Oh, and we have clean sheets to put on our bed. Yay! I just farted.
So good.
It's blowing, we take shots at the moon. I wanna give it to you. I wanna give it to you. Tell me, is it so bad? Cause it hurts like that when I think about it.
Opa. Exfoliate. Can't forget my B12. Been a very emotional day considering that, you know, I realized that I'm gonna have to buy a new fucking camera. But you know, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll tell you guys tomorrow what cameras I'm choosing between. Oh, 2 Panasonics and a Sony that I'm trying to choose. If anyone has any recommendations, please leave them down below in the comments and I'll be very, very grateful. Good night. Say good night. That's all you get. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.
Tell me, is it so bad? Cause it hurts like that when